so I'll handle the house. Okay?
Thank you, darling. You're so wonderful to do this.
Oh, listen, I know Mickey's somewhere in and I'm going to try to find him before I leave, okay?
All right, dear, thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, no problem.
All right, what's going on?
Why don't we go in the lounge so we can talk, okay?
All right, well, can you just tell us what's happening?
They're still working on getting a fever date, Jen. We have to ask some questions.
Whatever you want to know.
Well, last time we were here, we gave you a up-to-date history. Maybe there was something that we overlooked.
Let's think about anything unusual that might have... You eating normally?
Yes. I mean, everything was perfectly normal until tonight.
What about medication?
Been giving her what you told us to give her last time.
Okay, any diarrhea or constipation?
No.
How about vomiting or stomach cramping?
No. Joe, have you noticed anything at all?
No, she's been fine, as far as I can tell.
Well, what about events? Have you taken her anywhere unusual, any place where she might have been exposed to anything?
No, the only place that she's been lately is the mall.
The mall? The mall is full of germs. The mall is full of people carrying germs around, Jennifer.
Could that be it? I mean, is it possible for her to get sick at the mall?
Oh, it's possible.
No, of course it's possible. Jennifer, I can't believe you allowed her to go out. She should have stayed inside. She should have been in
You
public.
cannot keep that baby in a bubble, Jack. Babies are very strong. They have a good, strong immune system.
Well, I took her to the park the other day, and there was another baby there who had a cold.
Had a cold and you let them play together, didn't you? You let them play. That is irresponsible. That's irresponsible.
Jack, do not talk to your mother that way.
I'll talk to her anyway.
No, it's my fault. He's right. I let Abby play with a sick child, and now Abby's sick.
Oh, stupid. That's all I can say. It was a stupid thing to do, Joe. It was stupid.
Stop it,
It was
right?
irresponsible.
Jack.
And it was...
Stop it.
You'll have to leave now. We need to do some physical therapy with Miss Alamein.
May I ask what you're going to do to her?
We're going to exercise her arms and legs. Otherwise, she'll lose all muscle tone. And her joints will become stiff from the paralysis. Why don't you just go have some coffee? I'm sure we'll be finished by the time you come back.
Very well.
Oh, she's amazingly supple. Yeah, she is. For lying here paralyzed for weeks. I guess we've been doing a good job, huh? I guess so. Oh, Georgia, look at this. Her knees are inflamed. Yeah, I see. Must be the medication she's taken. It could be. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say she's been putting weight on these limbs. Yeah, but that's impossible. Well, I know. You know, I heard they were discussing moving her to an extended care facility. But her nephew was opposed to it. I think she would be better off if they moved her. You know how Dr. Manning feels about talking in front of her patients. You never know what they might hear, even if they're asleep. Yeah, that cracks me up. What does? Dr. Manning's passionate concern for her patients' feelings. She should worry less about what we say and more about keeping them alive. Nancy, that's a terrible thing to say. Well, it's true. What other doctor has lost 2 patients in 1 week and both died suddenly and unexpectedly?
Oh, this is good. Keep it up, ladies. You're doing my job for me, and I love it.
You're so incredibly immature. Just get
no. Listen, you're doing the best you can. I know that.
It's all right, honey. I feel just as awful as you do.
Look, the important thing is that we all understand where it came from. A sick child in a playground. So now we know what's wrong with her, and we can figure out how to get her well. Isn't that right, Carly?
Look, Jack, I don't want to jump to any conclusions until we have the test results.
No. What I'm trying to say is we figured out what the problem is. We can get down to the bottom of it. She has some kind of a fever, some kind of vicious bug. Well, we can get down to the bottom of it and get her well and get her home. Only this time, when she goes home, we'll keep her home and make sure that she stays germ-free and bug-free until she's completely recovered.
All right, Jack, why don't we just...
The thing I don't understand, if we were so concerned about all of this, is why didn't we run all the tests before? You ran a whole battery of tests before. Now we have to wait till she gets totally sick again before you run a whole other battery of tests.
Just like you said, we did run tests, but the results may be different this time if her condition is worsened.
Well, no. She doesn't have a condition. She's got a bug.
Look, Jack, you have got to calm down.
No.
You've got
I don't understand this. I think Carly has to explain why she let her out of the hospital if they're so concerned about things like conditions. Why did you let her go? If she was that well, did you have to clear the bed for somebody else that you thought was in bad shape?
I let her go home because her temperature returned to normal, and I thought she was well enough to go home. Look, no, I'd give anything if I could have prevented Abby from going through this again, but there's no way anyone could have predicted this.
Wait a minute, all right? Look, I know that you are concerned about Abby, all right? We all are, but we cannot blame anyone for Abby's illness. It isn't anybody's fault, Jack.
Talking about an illness. I don't want to hear about illnesses. All right, there'll be no more talk of illnesses. I don't want to hear that kind of talk.
I'm gonna go check with Dr. Raines, and I'll let you know how Abby's doing.
Thanks, Carly. I'm really scared too, Jack.
Well, there's no need to be. The child's gonna be just fine.
I'll tell Dr. Manning about her knees being inflamed. Yeah, she might want to change her medication. You can go in now.
Thank you.
Yvonne, you've got to get me some cortisone. The nurses noticed that my knees are swollen. I'm sure it's from moving around.
Madam, it is impossible to steal any drugs. Everyone's on alert.
Well, then talk to Mr. Wu and get some herbs that take down inflammation.
All right.
And now, the good news. One of the nurses thinks it's very suspicious the way Carly's patients have been dying.
That's the good news.
So it's only a matter of time before the rumors start flying and Carly answers to charges of murder.
I'm telling you, I don't think you should be spreading rumors about Dr. Manning. Several of the other nurses are talking about it, too. Aren't you concerned that 2 of Dr. Manning's patients have died under suspicious circumstances, and neither one of them has been autopsied?
You two must be hungry, and it's almost time for the cafeteria to close. Why don't I go downstairs and get us something to eat?
No, I'm fine. I'm really not hungry right now.
It's not gonna be necessary. We'll be home in time for dinner with our child. Thanks.
Grandma, have you seen any kind of trends, of any illnesses of the babies coming in? Any new sicknesses or...
Well, darling, not that I know of. Now, look, they're going to find out what's wrong with Abigail, and they're going to treat it, and then she's going to be fine.
There you go.
Oh, here we
Try to
go.
bring her home.
Is that true? Can we take her home now?
Oh, Dad, wait up.
Maggie, what's wrong?
We may have a problem. Maggie overheard some gossip. It may be nothing more than gossip, but I'm still concerned about it. I want you to know about it.
Well, what did she hear?
Evidently, some of the nurses are questioning the sudden deaths of 2 of Carly's patients.
Did they say why?
All Maggie heard was that they feel that the patients died under suspicious circumstances, and they wonder why autopsies were not requested.
Well, you have a right to be concerned, Maggie.
Yeah, well, I know how rumors can spread like wildfire in a hospital and want to stop this before it gets out of hand.
Wait a minute, where is she going? What's she going with?
She's taking the baby to the ice room.
The ice room? What?
We've got to get her fever down.
Okay, that's fine. I want to go with
No,
you.
come on, honey, you can't. Look, we've got to get her fever down or she could suffer brain damage.
Oh, my God. Carly, what is wrong with her? What is wrong with my baby?
Don't know yet, but if we don't find out, we just got to get her temperature down, Jen.
That's right. It's a fever, Jennifer. That's all it is, and every child gets fevers.